Good day, everyone. I would like to welcome you on behalf of Department of Polytechnics, University of Rijeka. My name is Matea Schneider-Musa, and I'm assistant professor at the Polytechnics. During my presentation, I will give a short overview of what is the main strategy of our department and studies. I will give you a quick overview of the levels of study you can attend at polytechnics, and most importantly, what you can do with it after your education. Where is your placement in industry and general business fields? So to make this as short as possible, let's just give you a quick overview of the history of Polytechnics. Polytechnics is actually one of the co-founders of the university in Rijeka. It was established 70 years ago. Next year will be our 70th anniversary. So during those course of years, we have changed our name and were attributed to different institutions on the university, which is listed in this table you can see on the slide. Today, we work as a department of polytechnics and are located in the building of philosophy faculty of university in Rijeka, in our new campus, which was built, I think, about 10 years ago. So basically, what is the aim of our studies? The study of polytechnics is designed with the aim to educate future teachers of production technology courses and general technical educators. We are extremely interdisciplinary study, and we give special attention into spreading our fields of interest in both technology, ecology, and education. Since this is our main field of interest, we are very active in the field of STM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and in which we also have a new project called RASTEM, which I will be mentioning at the end of this presentation. We also have very developed cooperations with different universities from Croatia and abroad. Our main partners in Croatia are University of Split, then Universities of Technical Education in Marsburg, Germany, Polish Naval Academy, Faculty of Mechanical and Naval Engineering in Poland, and also Faculty of Mechanical Engineering and Naval Architecture in Zagreb. Our main points and strategies are listed in this slide. Actually, we are aimed at obtaining scientific research background. And in our opinion, it should be followed by systematic higher education of both bachelors of technology and masters of education and technical teaching area. We also think that modern scientific achievements clearly indicate that only quality of technical education can directly affect industrial development of a certain country and also scientific development. Generating generations of new engineers is something that is crucial into development of entrepreneurship, economy, and society in general. The success of scientific development in this field depends mostly on the appropriate cooperation of both educational institutions and industry. In our opinion, and our main strategy is interdisciplinary approach, and thus a very, let's say, strange and versatile cooperations are promoted. Also, one of accents in our education strategy is sustainable development, which is a very important issue that has been talked about in different areas of human development, both technology and science. So maybe a good question now would be, why would you even study at Polytechnics Rijeka? So let's just name some crucial parts of our studies and aims. First of all, as I already mentioned, we take serious consideration in promoting STEM field. One way of promoting that field is actually trying to acquire more and more students from high schools to enroll into polytechnics, where they can get a wide array of different STEM disciplines: mechanics, mathematics, thermodynamics, electronics, etc. I have already mentioned that we have a new project which is exclusively aimed at, let's say, dragging and waking up the interest of young people into STEM field. It's called RASTEM. Its main goal is to promote STEM disciplines and to make kids curious about those disciplines, and maybe deciding to go into those directions in their future education. High employability is something we're very proud of. Our students have very high percentage of getting employed even during their last semester of studies, both in educational institutions and in real life sector, that is production companies, IT companies. Our study, as you will see when I present to you our study programs for both undergraduate and graduate study, you'll see that it's quite interdisciplinary. So I will go into detail when we go to those subjects. Also, we provide opportunities for student exchange programs, which are organized by our university, and also university scholarships for excellent students. We take great care into providing field education for our students, both in production companies. We take our students to many field trips in different production facilities, and facilities such as power plants, but also field education at educational institutions. And finally, we have a strong collaboration with production companies, especially in this region gravitating towards University of Rijeka, in which we give students ability to see production of real products and all the demands and issues regarding it, as well as good food for the brain and trying to develop their critical and mechanical thinking ways. So let's go into more detail into the studies that we provide. First level of studies that we provide is undergraduate study of polytechnics. Full name of the study is the Undergraduate Study of Polytechnics, and it's a one subject study. That's an undergraduate study. It lasts for 6 semesters, and during those 6 semesters, you should acquire 180 ACTS points. You'll see that the concept of our studies in polytechnics is that you have undergraduate and graduate studies. During undergraduate studies, we are more oriented towards developing engineering skills and STEM skills. In the graduate studies, we take the basis obtained during these undergraduate studies in the sense of engineering, and broaden it with educational skills. So you see that the graduate study is more oriented towards didactics, psychology of lecturing, etc. So what are the main features of this undergraduate studies? The degree that our students get after attending that undergraduate studies, is bachelor's degree in polytechnics. Basically, what I already mentioned, the main focus of this part of study is developing technical thinking, engineering thinking, and preparing our students to work in real production companies. During this study, our students acquire chemical, mathematical, mechanical, informatics, technological knowledge, and it thus ensures them very high employment levels, both in production industry in general, computer companies, business enterprises, and it has been shown that it's preparing our students very well for what is placed upon them when they start working. In a case our students decide to go for further education, they can continue study at polytechnics by enrolling double major graduate study of polytechnics and informatics, also at University of Rijeka. So let's go through a quick list of the subjects that are lectured during this undergraduate study program. During first semester, we have Introduction to Polytechnics, in which we gave a quick overview of all areas that include polytechnical engineering knowledge. Then there's informatics basics, which is held in cooperation with Department of Informatics at University of Rijeka. Then we have, let's say, basic STEM subjects such as mathematics, mechanics, physical basis in technology, technical drawing, and physical education, which is an optional course. During our summer second semester, we have programming language, C++, mathematics, fluid mechanics, technical drawing materials, material mechanics, English for academic purposes, and again, optional physical education. Third semester, third course in mathematics. Then we have mechanical structure elements, energetics, electronics, chemical basics of technology, programming, objective programming, artificial intelligence basics, coastal area management. And in the fourth semester, we have second part of the mechanical structure elements, thermodynamics, electronics, second part, programming, chemical basics of technology, second part, ecology, and then we offer our optional courses, materials characterization, and quality control and safety work. During our last year of undergraduate studies, our students have to go through electrical measuring practicum, production technologies part 1, manual processing of materials, energetics, multimedia systems, ergomethotics, mechatronics, program languages. And during our final undergraduate semester, we have second part of electronics, electrical measuring processes, entrepreneurship basics, production technologies, automation, and computer architecture and organization. So as you can see, basically, according to this list, it is a strong interdisciplinary study which combines classical mechanical engineering, informatics, electronics, and also ecology, related subjects such as chemical basics of technology, ecology, which pretty much gives you a wide spread of skills you acquire during this undergraduate study program. Me coming from Faculty of Mechanical Engineering and Naval Tech Architecture in Zagreb, I can really testify that our undergraduate students can be compared to the undergraduate students at technical faculties across Croatia, both in subject and matter they gather during studies, but also their possibilities of getting a job afterwards in mechanical engineering department. Our second level of study is full-time graduate study of Polytechnics and Informatics. That's a double major study, and it's in a fixed combination. This is a study that is provided both by Polytechnics department and Informatics department from University of Rijeka. A length of this study is four semesters, and during those 4 semesters, you should acquire 120 CTS points. Basically, after obtaining your graduate title, you become a Master of Polytechnics and Informatics Education. That is, you are trained to perform lectures of relevant subjects in elementary and high schools. So this is the module that actually gives you tools to become an educator of technical science disciplines, both in mechanical engineering and informatics. Maybe the best way to go through this study again is to go through the courses which you have to pass in order to obtain your diploma. So during the first semester, you'll immediately see from this list that accent is changed from mechanical engineering and technology towards both informatics and educational skills. So during our first semester of graduate study, we have classes such as databases, computer networks, language culture basics, development psychology, education psychology, psychology of teaching and tutoring, general pedagogija, svi me razumiju nadam se, practicum of mechanical measuring, school management, and entrepreneurship seminar. The last 2 are optional. Second semester, we have operating systems, data modeling, technology process planning, education psychology, individual differences and group interactions, didactics, teaching children with special needs class, and sustainable development. Third semester incorporates classes such as informatics classes methodology, business process analysis, Polytechnics teaching methodology 1, practicum of Polytechnics lectures methodology, Polytechnics teaching practicum 1, didactics, biomaterials, technical systems. Then in the fourth semester, the last semester of the graduate study program, you have informatics teaching practicum, IT and communication system safety, Polytechnics teaching methodology, practicum of Polytechnics teaching methodology, Polytechnics teaching practicum, and finally your graduate thesis. So you see, this curriculum is quite different to that in the undergraduate study. We also provide a part-time graduate study of Polytechnics and Informatics. It is also a double major study in fixed combination, such as full-time graduate study. And basically all the courses are the same as in the full-time graduate study Polytechnics, but the organization of the courses is quite different, and it's basically modified so people that already work in companies that have a job can also attend this in their free time, we would say. this study is taking 4 semesters, and during those 4 semesters, you also have to acquire 120 ECTS points. So this part-time study of polytechnics and informatics is basically something that is aimed at completing the study and broadening your employment possibilities. It is intended for those people who wish to raise their level of competence in the field of polytechnics and informatics on the graduate level. Maybe they have the undergraduate level at some other faculty in technical field, and now they want to broaden their academic level to graduate level. Usually people that apply for this part-time study, graduate study, are those who tend to lecture in schools, but don't have the appropriate degree, find themselves working in companies, don't have time for the full-time graduate study. So this is the optimal way for them to acquire what has been missing in their CV in order to get certain jobs in educational institutions. Title you obtain by this part-time study is a Master of Polytechnics and Informatics Education. There is also a possibility for all of our students, regardless where is a graduate or undergraduate study, you can take some courses that are available at university and combine them with the basic courses which are planned in the study programs listed in previous slides. We also have a possibility of lifelong learning education. This lifelong learning education and activities at polytechnics are basically aimed at administrating university life learning program evaluation system, which means if people are, let's say you have finished some undergraduate study at some technical faculty. Now you want to enroll into graduate study, part-time graduate study at polytechnics. You have to provide us with the list of all the courses you have passed during your studies. This comes to our commission, in which we look at the programs that are provided at polytechnics and compare them with those you have acquired during your studies. Based on comparing those two lists of courses, we give you a list of subjects, classes, which you should pass in order to let's say, minimize the differences in the studies. And once you pass those courses, then you can enroll into part-time or full-time graduate study at polytechnics. One of our activities is also Polytechnica, a journal of technology education, which mostly publishes papers in the field of education science, social sciences, generally sciences related to technology education. This journal also deals with different issues and problems arising from methodology of technology education, policies, and strategies of technical education and related areas. In this journal, we publish articles in also interdisciplinary scientific fields of engineering, educational sciences, social sciences, and interdisciplinary areas. The journal was founded in 2016 with initiative from employees of Polytechnics and the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences at University of Rijeka. In our final couple of minutes of this presentation, I would just like to mention some of the activities we currently have on Department of Polytechnics. Our main activity now is aimed at Rastem project, which I already mentioned is aimed at pooling more and more young people, young students from primary school, high schools, to go into STEM fields of science. We also are proud of very high employability percentage of our students, which was also mentioned in media. So that's why I present this article from 2018. And a couple of images from our field excursions, visits. This one is from, of course, Zagreb. We also have a strong Uphold, let's say, organization, which actually gives a networking of possibilities for all the people that finished Department of Polytechnics, that work in education, especially education in technical sciences fields. This is just part of our student life. We have a new laboratory for STEM in which we have different types of simulators, 3D printers, and it's a rather new thing. It was established this year, so we give our students open hands into exploring what is there, what can be introduced, developed. We have a virtual reality simulators, and all different sorts of fun stuff. So these are just pictures of some of our field trips to power plant Zeleni Vir, which is kind of cool because it's a really cute small power plant, which we annually visit every year. All the information, current information, events happening at Polytechnics are available at both Instagram and Facebook, and on our official webpage given here on our last slide. So this is it. This is my short presentation. I'm looking forward to all of your questions, which I will be answering in chat. I already seen there's some questions which I will answer after this presentation. I would also encourage you to contact me on my email address, which I will give you in my chat. So feel free to contact me with any questions you have about our studies. Okay, let me see the questions. Koliko ranije se kreće sa spremanjem za prijemni, koliko je teško, volio bih da pišem, kod vas naredne godine? Pa u principu, to je teško reći koliko je teško. Teško je onoliko koliko vam fali predznanja iz prijašnje faze vaše edukacije. Ja bih rekla da nije teško, da naši zapravo studenti, većina kojih se prijave, uspješno polože, odnosno oni se prijavljuju na temelju rezultata svoje državne mature. Ja bih rekla ovako, uvijek su određeni studenti u prednosti od drugih u smislu kako se taj studij razvija. Recimo, ja sam bila gimnazijalka, meni su kao gimnazijalki na mom fakultetu, a vidim tako i sa studentima na našem fakultetu, lakše su im nekakvi prirodoslovni predmeti, znači matematike, mehanike, fizike i slično, ali onda ljudi i studenti koji dolaze iz tehničkih škola, srednjih, su u prednosti velikoj kada se krene u stručne predmete, kao što su elementi strojeva, strojne tehnologije, dakle elektrotehnika, elektronika. Tako da to u konačnici uvijek nekako dođe na nekakvu ravnotežu, jel? Znači, drugo pitanje je da li nam naši, dakle, ovaj diplomski studij traje 1 ili 2. Znači, naš diplomski studij traje 2 godine, 4 semestra, kao što sam vam rekla, i tijekom te 2 godine trebate skupiti 120 ECTS bodova. Što se tiče ovih pitanja za rokova za upis, cijene i dokumenata, to vam evo savjetujem da pogledate na stranici koju imate u ovoj prezentaciji Politehnike. Tamo su vam sve potrebne informacije vezane za sami upis, troškove studija i slično. Do you have option of studying online? I would say, fortunately, not anymore. Let's put it this way. If you enroll into full graduate or undergraduate study, then there isn't a possibility of studying online. On the other hand, if we're talking about part-time graduate study, then I'm sure that the online option can be pulled through. Yeah. Peto pitanje, koliko okvirno košta život u Rijeci za studente iz drugih gradova koji dođu tu da studiraju? Hvala puno. Concerning life expenses in Rijeka, that depends on your arrangement, whether you're about to rent an apartment or go into student's home, which is beautiful on the campus. You can visit pages of University of Rijeka campus at Sušak. You'll see it's a really, really modern and new type of campus with all commodities that you need, from cantina, from student homes, from everything. So I would encourage you to visit the campus site online. I'm not sure of the expenses of living in Rijeka. Maybe that would be a good question for our students. Hence, Facebook. You can write a comment on some of our posts asking our students, which are all friends on Facebook with our department, and I'm sure they would gladly answer any concrete questions about the price of living in Rijeka. Praktična nastava postoji, znači ona se odvija u koordinaciji sa tehničkim školama i u koordinaciji sa drugim odjelima na sveučilištu, dakle sa odjelom za psihologiju, sa odjelom za informatiku. I to je zapravo nešto što je kod nas, s čime se zapravo ponosimo, jer vi u tom diplomskom dijelu studija koji je upravo orijentiran toj edukacijskoj naobrazbi, imate zaista iskustva u stvarnoj nastavi, u realnoj nastavi. S druge strane, praktična nastava u ovom preddiplomskom studiju je također osigurana, znači na području nekakvih ovih praktikuma, strojarskih mjerenja, električnih mjerenja, ručne obrade materijala, strojne obrade materijala, gdje vi zaista onda nešto konkretno i radite i u praksi vidite ono što ste zapravo čuli u teoriji. Tako da, naravno, da ona postoji. Evo, i opet zadnje pitanje koje imate. Mi na godišnjoj razini, ne znam vam točan broj, odnosno kvotu upisnu, nama je nekakav prosjek upisanih studenata godišnje negdje do 30 studenata. Cijena pojedine godine je zapravo cijena koja je princip plaćanja godine, dakle onoliko ECTS-a koje upisujete, toliko plaćate. Dakle, rekla sam već na prethodno pitanje, pogledajte na stranicama Politehnike, znači polirit.unirit.hr, tamo su vam dakle sve upute za upise, za cijenu upisa, na koji način se provodi, koji su uvjeti i slično. Evo, mislim da više nema pitanja. ako se još netko sjeti, dakle imate moju adresu, moj kontakt ili kontakt naše odsjeka, pa slobodno nam se javite sa bilo kakvim pitanjima. Također, evo da možete slati i na štand sva pitanja koja imate, pa ćemo onda mi već na njih odgovoriti u najkraćem roku. Ono što vam ja mogu reći ovako iz svakodnevnog iskustva i sa razgovorima studenata, dakle, naši studenti mislim da imaju tu prednost toga da zapravo imaju dva svijeta u svom studiju, znači tog, ajmo reći, nekog pedagoškog i tehničkog svijeta. Oni koji se odluče ići u tehničkom smjeru nađu jednako lako posao kao i oni koji se odluče raditi u dakle, obrazovnom sustavu, s time da i za jedan i drugi aspekt tog svog kasnije posla imaju jako dobru bazu i ja bih rekla jako dobro usađeni sustav nekakvog i rezoniranja i tehničkog razmišljanja, ali i dakle tog nekakvog pedagoškog approacha studentima. S druge strane, kada gledamo ovako generalno život, Rijeka je lijep grad, imate lijepih sunčanih dana, lijepi kampus, imate zapravo iskustvo studiranja na jednom europskom sveučilištu. Dobro, bit će da je to. Zahvaljujem svima na pozornosti, evo, i nadam se vašem dolasku na Politehniku u što većem broju. Lijepi pozdrav!